right. 8 BE and 8 BE extra. I don't know. First time. Go follow.
The gaming industry isn't just changing, it's collapsing, especially console gaming. The way things are going right now with price hikes, studio layoffs, just all around, just a whole bunch of tomfoolery, especially because of the AI situation where all the RAM is being bought up. Console gaming is in a weird place right now. I think we got a crash coming shortly, guys. I know we've been speculating that for years, but I think we're seeing some trouble, a total collapse here. And if you think Steam, for whatever reason, is untouchable or immune or one of the good ones, you might be next in line for a very rude awakening because right now, what's happening isn't even about better games coming out. It's about control, guys, and nobody, not consoles, not PC, not even Steam, is safe from it, guys. This isn't the new normal, but they want it to be the new normal, which is how modern gaming is. Prices are going up, ownership's disappearing. Everything is underneath a subscription method, right? We've been talking about this for quite some time, but I think a bubble is bursting here. I think gamers are tired of it. Video games have been a huge part of my life for as long as I can remember. I think I put a controller in my hand when I was literally like 4 years old, 3 years old, and they've probably been a huge part of your life as well, guys. But the industry that we grew up with, where when you bought a game, you freaking owned it, right? Like if you bought
Yep.
Super Mario Brothers 3, this is my game. I own it. I have it. It's mine. I
Mm-hmm.
can do what I
No
want
one
with
could
it,
take it.
and you can play what the way you want. All that is gone. All that
You could trade.
nostalgic
Let
feel
your
that we have
friends borrow.
has been dismantled in real time. Like I said, prices are going up, especially this last console generation. We've seen how much of a mess prices are affecting video games. And what's crazy is ownership is also disappearing. So not only are we paying more than ever for video games, we don't even technically own them. What the fuck? Publishers are doing everything they can to lock you into systems that you can't escape, guys, and that's not
Subscription.
innovation at all. It's collapse. It's
Money,
it's
money, money,
literal
money, money, money,
nickel and
money.
diming every single one of us, guys. So let's start with the most obvious crack in the foundation right now, which is games in general. Game prices. $60 became 70. 70 quietly became 80. And now industry insiders are even reporting and openly talking about $100 games coming like it's inevitable. It is inevitable, guys. The former Call of Duty director, the creative director, I think his name was Greg Risdorf, correct me if I'm wrong, Greg Risdorf, I believe. He said the quiet part out loud not too long ago that publishers are just waiting for someone else to do it first. And everybody knows who they're watching, Rockstar Games, with their big release coming out, GTA 6. That's going to be the litmus test. If that game is priced at 90, 100 or so dollars for a
110.
basic standard edition, even if it does have a little bit of digital deluxe items or pre-order bonuses, if that $100 game sells well, the rest will follow, guys. If it sells tens of millions of copies, every other publisher is going to be seeing that as a green light. And at that point, the floor is gone. But what's going to really suck about that is not all games are created equal. So imagine Ubisoft makes some kind of slop, tries to sell for $100 just because GTA 6 sold millions of copies. It's not going to work out the same. It's going to cause a lot of ass going around. Imagine all the AAA and third party slop coming out costing hundreds of dollars at this point. It's going to be bad, guys. Now, the excuse you'll hear is the same all around. You get what you fucking pay for. But here's the reality, guys. Companies are cutting into cost everywhere else. Developers are being laid off in record numbers. Look, almost every day there's a studio closing down. Assets are being reused in several games. Okay, Unreal Engine 5 is pushed even when it performs poorly. I've never heard anybody say anything good about Unreal Engine 5, and now AI is doing more of the work than ever before. At this point, people are able to make full-fledged games with AI. So why are prices rising if costs are dropping? Shouldn't everything be cheaper all around? No, this isn't about sustainability. It's about squeezing the customer. It's about getting every nickel and dime they can out of you
And plus
guys.
some.
We just watched people lose their mind over Expedition 33 using AI placeholder textures, right? The Indie Game Awards revoked their Game of the Year and debut game reward because of that. And people are outraged about it. People are giving severe backlash on both sides of the equation. Now, Rockstar is admitting that they're using AI in GTA 6. Nobody's bitching and crying about that, right? Suddenly it's fine. But Expedition 33, there was an issue with it. It's
Mm.
almost like a weird double standard. Take Two is openly talking about AI improving efficiency across all of their games. That tells you everything that you need to know, guys. AI isn't being used to make better games, it's being used to fire people, cut cost, and justify charging you more for whatever reason. But it's also going to increase prices in general because we've talked about how AI data centers are buying up all the RAM, all the GPU chips, and all that. It's going to cost much more just for game consoles and video games in general. But there's like a weird contradiction here because they're also pushing towards a digital only, no ownership future with higher prices. You would think a game, like for example, let's pull this PS5 game right here, even though this is an old ass game, but this is just an example. Pretend this is GTA 6. A physical game should cost more than something that doesn't really exist, right? So if I had a digital copy of GTA 6, in my opinion, the costs are lower because you're not having to manufacture a disc or a case or anything physical. Why isn't the digital version cheaper? Like, why isn't it $40 instead of 60? Or, you know what I mean? But for whatever reason, they want to raise the prices of everything. This digital only future has no disc, no manuals, no box art, no resale value. You don't own anything, yet the prices keep rising. They are rising more and more and more. The industry wants you to believe digital convenience is worth more than physical ownership, but in reality, it costs them less and it traps you completely inside their ecosystem. That's where Steam is entering this conversation because we've already seen it affecting Game Pass. Steam, especially with the Steam machine coming out, we're going to see some changes, guys. I hope I'm wrong. I hope a lot of us speculating are wrong. But Steam feels safe right now because it's familiar. It's been consumer friendly so far. But Steam is still part of the same collapsing industry. If publishers normalize $100 games, dynamic pricing, AI generated content, subscription access, Steam doesn't get to opt out of all that forever, guys. Especially when Microsoft, Sony, Nintendo, Nvidia, they're all pushing towards this cloud gaming aspect. You don't think Nintendo's not ever going to do it? They absolutely fucking will. Matter of fact, some of their games on the Switch OG were cloud based games too, like Resident Evil 7 was one of them, for example. And on top of that, they're pushing towards subscriptions. They all have something that you have to pay to subscribe to. There's hardware lockouts. It's all being pushed hard, guys, for this digital future. Once ownership is fully gone everywhere else, Steam becomes the major gatekeeper, and pressure will come from every direction in the industry, guys. Collapse doesn't spare the final platform, it consumes it. Control is the real end game here, guys. This was never about better experiences. It's about charging you more. It's about giving less to you. It's about locking you into subscriptions. You want that $30 a month Game Pass subscription. You're not going to get to control yourself whenever you get to play it. We're going to lock you out of it. Guess what? That game that you're playing, it won't be on Game Pass in a couple months. So enjoy it because we're going to take it away. If you buy a digital game, we could delist it at any point. We could end the servers, right? You don't own it physically, so you don't get to control what you play, how you play, and how long you play. Matter of fact, there's Game Pass tiers that lock and gatekeep playing at a higher resolution, a basic function. Pretty soon, we're going to be getting tiers where you're only allowed to play for an hour at a time. Watch. We're going to get that. Matter of fact, I think NVIDIA already has some kind of like pass or something like that where you get a certain amount of playtime. Don't quote me if I'm wrong, but on top of that, we're going to be getting AI generated games. We're going to get AI censored content. We're going to get cloud only access. When control becomes the product, guys, the industry stops serving players altogether. That's exactly what's going to be control. Oh, you get to play the game for this long every month. You're gonna get a cap. It's gonna happen. It sounds retarded, but it is gonna fucking happen, guys. And this matters because once this becomes the new normal, there's no undo button. Gaming doesn't collapse all at once, guys. It's going to collapse slowly. We're seeing it price by price, feature by feature, platform by platform. Steam is the last one. And I think when the Steam machine comes out, I'm not trying to be a harbinger of sorrow or anything like that. This is honestly just a honest discussion here because I don't like where console gaming's going at this point. And I think the push for the digital future and all that is definitely going to cause a collapse here very shortly, guys. So let me know what you guys think. Is the industry already collapsing? Do you believe Steam could eventually fall into the same trap that all the console games and their hardwares and the companies and all that already fell through? Drop your thoughts in the comments, guys. Subscribe if you want more. If you're not sub yet, it's completely
All right,
free
go
to
follow, guys.
subscribe.
Ba, 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 ba.